Hello, I'm Margaret. Welcome to my channel. My channel underwent a little change. It used to be called the Bespoke Elder, and after 6 months, I found that a little constricting, so I just changed it to Bespoke Margaret, and I hope you'll join me. Today, I want to tell you about 4 books, and then I'm going to take you on a garden tour and show you some epic fails and some successes that I've had up through the first week of July. The first book I just finished reading, and I did a short on this, a short review, and it's called The Margaret Code. I really enjoyed it. It's a British whodunit, and the central character is Margaret, and she's 89 years old, and her best friend was murdered. So she and her young nephew, I think he's 15 in the book, go about trying to solve the murder with or without the help of the police. So this one, really enjoyed. It's author Richard Houghton's first book. Did a good job on that. The next one I just finished, and this one is called Shadow of the Solstice by Anne Hillerman. Now, Anne Hillerman's father, Tony Hillerman, is the one that created these books and these characters, and she, after his death, she's carried on. His characters, Joe Leaphorn, Jim Chee, and Bernie Manuelito, are Navajo policemen, and it takes place in all the books take place in New Mexico, and they're fascinating. You get to hear a lot, or you get to read about a lot of Navajo history, customs, traditions, and this book centers around occult, the Secretary of Energy, and it delves into a lot of Bernie's mom, who is having health issues, centers around those two. I give this an A- because the minus comes in with she didn't add a lot of Joe Leaphorn in this book, and I love the character of Joe Leaphorn, so I took a fraction off. The next one I just started, How to Solve Your Own Murder. Like I say, I just started it. I think I'm in the first chapter. It's got a good premise. We'll see how it goes. I'll follow up on another video. And then the other one that I also started this week is a book by David Baldacci. He's prolific. You've probably heard of him, but he's got a lot of series, different series with different heroes. Atlee Pine, John Puller, Amos Decker. I like those series. I like all of those series. King and Maxwell is a series that he did that revolves around Secret Service agents, and he hasn't done a book on King and Maxwell lately, so get at it, David Baldacci. I want some more King and Maxwell. Anyway, this is a standalone book. I've read 2 chapters. I'm kind of but I'll finish it and tell you about it more later. So that's all for the books. Now, what books have you read? Are you a summer reader? Do you like beach books? Do you like autobiographies, biographies, history? Tell me in the comments section. Now, it's on to the garden. It's a beautiful day out, and I can't wait to show you what's been blooming. See you later. Bye. This is my backyard. I've got some zinnias and some calendula that I planted that look pretty good, although they do need a good water. We're waiting for rain. Daylilies. They're always a good, dependable plant. Here's my chokeberry bush. Looks pretty good. Some poppies and a stand of yellow yarrow, achillea. Oxeye daisies that are going to seed. Here is my, oops, let me get out of the sun here. My backhoe bucket little wild patch. Zinnias, there's some lavender, chives, bee balm, daylily. Here's some achillea, some other things. It's looking pretty well. Looking pretty good. That wild rose has got a lot of thistles growing up in it, so I've got to address that. I said I would show you an epic fail. Here it is. Here's one. This was supposed to house sweet peas. They did not do anything. So I just stopped watering them and chalked it up to I can't grow sweet peas. Here's another pretty daylily. This red daylily is my husband's favorite. Isn't it pretty? It's got a beautiful color on it. Let's go around the front. My miscanthus grass really loves it here. It's just growing and growing and growing. Here, some of my favorite pods love poppy pods. And as usual, my cone flowers are just glorious. And Buddleia, it's blooming, and I'm waiting for some butterflies to find it. Come on, butterflies. Another group of zinnias and some cosmos that are trying to come up. Now this is my gabion, and it's got some scabiosa pincushion flowers in it that I love. See? Pretty. And black-eyed Susans in the background. They're really blooming. Here's my pink yarrow. And since my oxeye daisies were through blooming, I had a hole in the bare spot, so I put a planter of zinnias in there. Looking pretty good. More daylilies. My bee crossing sign, my garden rules sign. my flowering oregano. And look, bindweed is coming up through the lavender, so I've got to get to that. The bees are finding it. The bees are finding my lavender, which I love. Have at it, bees. I let my Thai basil go to seed, and it just smells wonderful. More black-eyed Susans. Mixture of zinnias and calendula. Here's my elderberry bush. And these things are always prolific. Coneflowers. The bees love them. Is this a dragonfly?